Okay, today we are going to discuss about section 4, 8 mark questions. First question, 29th one. Show that root 11 is an irrational number. So we move to the solution. Here we taken the proof by contradiction method. So let us assume root 11 is rational. When we take root 11 is rational, if R and S are if R, S are two integers and S is not equal to 0, we write root 11 is equal to R by S. Here R and S are two integers and S is not equal to 0. If R comma S having, if R comma S have a common factor other than 1, then that factor divides both R and S, then we may get root 11 is equal to A by B. Here A comma B are co-primes. Look there. Here what we get, R and S have a common factor other than 1. Then that factor divides both R and S, that is numerator and denominator. Finally what we get, root 11 is equal to A by B. That means A comma B are co-primes. Now you squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, what you get? 11 is equal to A square by B square. That implies 11 B square is equal to A square. That implies what? We can rewrite this one. B square is equal to A square by 11. Here you observe A square divides 11. Here 11 divides A square. That means the theorem 1.6, as per the theorem 1.6, when 11 divides A square, 11 also divides A. That means using the theorem here, what we can write? Here 11 divides A square, 11 also divides A. So A, here we taken A by 11 is an integer C. That means A is equal to 11C. That means here the A value is 11C. We substitute the A value in this one. Substitute the A value in 11 B square is equal to A square. That is A on behalf of A, we substitute 11C. That means what we get? Hence 11 B square is equal to, what is the A value? 11C. On behalf of A, we substitute the value 11C. So 11C whole square. That means 11 B square is equal to 121 C square. That means B square is equal to 121 C square by 11. That means what we get? B square is equal to 11 11ths. So here we rewrite this one like this. That means 11b square is equal to 121c square. Here we take 121c square is equal to 11b square. C square is equal to 11b square by 121. 11 ones and 11 elevens. That is equal to b square by 11. Here also you may observe what we get. What we get previously here. Here b square is equal to a square by 11. Here what we get, c square is equal to b square by 11. That means here 11 divides b square. That means 11 divides b square. That means using the theorem 1.6, what we can say, b11 also divides b. That means here what we get, 11 divides a. Here what we get, 11 divides b. That means 11 is a common factor both a and b. This contradicts the fact what we known previously. That means here from this one and this one, 11 is a common factor to both a and b. But this contradicts the fact. But this contradicts the fact. What is the fact here? What we take in the beginning, a and b are co-primes. But what we get here, there is a common factor 11 for both a and b. So this is the contradiction. But this contradicts the fact. This contradiction arises. This contradiction arises because of our wrong assumption What is our wrong assumption? Here you may observe what is our wrong assumption. Root 11 is a rational. So this contradicts the facts arising because of our wrong assumption in the beginning. Root 11 is rational. Hence, we conclude root 11 is an irrational. Okay. Okay. Here in the section 4, 8 more questions. There are internal choice for each and every question. Previously, we completed the 29th A. Now we move to the 29th B question. Here I read the question. Verify that 1, -1 and -3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial x cube plus 3x squared minus x minus 3 and check the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. That is the question. First, you may observe what is the given polynomial. It is a cubic polynomial. So, how many zeros are there? There are 3 zeros. Already we know that. What are those 3 zeros? Alpha, beta, gamma. What is the relationship? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal minus d by a. These are the relationship between a cubic polynomial. Zeros of the cubic polynomial and coefficients of the given polynomial. So here one more question is also there. You may check here 1 minus 1 and minus 3 are the zeros. Whether these three are zeros or not. First you may check it. Verify means check it. So first we may check the given 1 minus 1 and minus 3 are whether they are zeros or not. So already we know that we take the given polynomial as p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus x minus 3. If we take x is equal to 1, p of 1 is equal to 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus 1 minus 3. Here you may observe what we did here. We substitute the x value 1 in the given polynomial. Now you check the what is the value. 1 cube means 1, 1 square means 1, 3 into 1 is 3, minus 1 minus 3. Now look here, plus 1 minus 1 plus 3 minus 3 cancel. So what we get? 0. That means when we substitute x value is 1 in the given polynomial, we get 0. Like that. Now you may take here in the second instance x is equal to minus 1. Now you substitute on behalf of x is minus 1. What we get? Check it. Minus 1 cube plus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus of minus 1 minus 3. Minus 1 cube means minus. Here minus 1 square means minus 1 square means 1. 1 into 3, 3. Minus into minus plus 1 minus 3. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, plus 3 minus 3 cancel. What we get? 0. That means here on behalf of x is minus 1, the p of x value is 0. Now we move to the third one. If x is equal minus 3, we check it. We substitute the minus 3 on behalf of x. X cube, that means minus 3 whole cube plus 3 into x square means minus 3 whole square minus x means minus 3 and minus 3. Now we evaluate. Minus 27 minus 3 whole square means minus 3 into minus 3, 9 plus 9, 9 into 3, 27, minus into minus plus 3, minus 3. Now you may observe here minus 27 plus 27 cancel, plus 3 minus 3 cancel. Now here also you get 0. That means you observe on behalf of x 1 and minus 1 and minus 3 what we get? All the three instances we get zeros. That means the 1 minus 1 and minus 3 are zeros of the polynomial. Hence we can say 1 minus 1 and minus 3 are zeros of the given polynomial. Okay. So one part is over. There is another part. What is the other part? Check the relationship between zeros and coefficients. We know the zeros. These three are the zeros. That means here alpha we take alpha is 1, beta is minus 1, gamma is minus 3. These three are the zeros. We compare the cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d with the given polynomial. In the second instance, compare the given polynomial with ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. What we may say? What are the coefficients here? Coefficients. Coefficients are a is equal. What is a? 1. What is b? 3. What is c? -1. What is d? -3. That means the coefficients of the given polynomial is 1, 3, -1 and -3. But what we said previously, 1, -1 and -3 are zeros of the polynomial. That means alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to -1, gamma is equal to -3. So here what we know? Zeros. We know the zeros. We know the coefficients. Now we know the relationship also. First we may check the alpha plus beta plus gamma. The relationship alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is that? Alpha is 1, beta is -1, gamma is -3. Then what you get? 1 -1 cancel, -3 you get. Next, second one, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to alpha into beta, 1 into -1 plus beta into gamma, -1 into -3 plus gamma into alpha, -3 into 1, -1 plus 3 -3. What you get? -1. Next, third one, alpha beta gamma. That means alpha into beta into gamma. What is alpha? 1. What is beta? -1. What is gamma? -3. 1 into 1 into 3, 3. Minus into minus plus. So here alpha plus beta plus gamma is -3. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to -1. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to -3. These are the zeros. Then we may need here check the relationship. We may move to the minus b by a. We may find the minus b by a. What is minus b by a? Look there. Minus 3 by a is 1. That is -3. Then alpha beta beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. So you find c by a here. What is c? -1. What is a? 1. What you get? -1. Next, third one, alpha into beta into gamma. That is minus d by a. What is minus d? Minus of -3. A is 1. What you get? 3. Now look here. -3, -3. -1, -1. +3, +3. That means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal c by a. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal minus d by a. Hence, the relationship verified. As per the above, relationship verified. Okay, now you may observe here the given question is two parts. First, we may check the given 3, 1 minus 1 minus 3 are whether they are zeros or not. Up to this level, one part. After that, we may find the relationship, check the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of the given polynomial. Okay.